up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I'm joined alongside Daniel Alvarez, a.k.a. Ring Walk. What up, champ?
What up, champ? How you feeling?
I'm always good, and, it never bothers me to talk boxing, but I will tell you that it's becoming a bit tiresome talking fantasy boxing. I thought it was only the foosball guys that do that. But, and I call it fantasy because, we don't know where Adrien Broner is. And what we're discussing is there's been some messages revealed all around town that, it's unfortunate because right now I tried to check on the Regis Prograis story, which it was there this morning. But as the stories disappear, that one disappeared. I do have a photo of the same conversation because this conversation, it's coming from Mac Main, and he is the manager, I believe, of Regis, right?
Okay.
So,
honestly, did not know that.
You know who's Mac Main?
The music producer, right?
I'm assuming.
Okay.
So, can I get a screen share, fellas? So here we go. As you can see, Broner texts him and says, now your boy got that title. We can make it happen after I handle my business in February. February, obviously, he's going to be having his debut on Black Prime, but Black Prime has been established, or at least they are claiming, there's no alliance to network, or rather that they want to make the big fights. Regis is also a broadcaster-free fighter. He's signed to Probellum that doesn't have a network. That being said, Mac Main responds, handle your business in February, then pull up and get that ass whipped. You long overdue. So then Broner obviously responds with a bunch of laughing out loud emojis and say, hey, man, you ain't scared to talk to me like that? More laughing out loud emojis, right? So as you can see from the comment section, this is the same comment. I just wanted to have it bigger, so we bring it up. Boop. And you're here on the right slide. And you see Regis Prograis, who says, it's out there now. Better stand on that, AB. I'll see you at your fight. Broner comes right back and says, you was a man of your word, and I'm a man of my word, bro. See you soon. So obviously everyone knows that Broner's going to be making an announcement December in about 8 days in Omaha, Nebraska at the Terence Crawford fight, and he'll announce his tune-up. We don't know who that is, but
or where it will be.
Yes, we don't know who that tune-up is.
They might go back to Cincinnati.
Where that tune-up will take place. What we do know is, based off these conversations, Regis is pulling up, and he wouldn't mind making that fight. And for Regis, am I wrong in saying that's still the biggest fight of his career?
Oh, no, not at all. What would be bigger than AB? What would come close? Seriously, what would come close to Adrien Broner for Regis Prograis?
I mean, some might argue both title shots, like winning world titles. All right. Well, it looks like we've been blessed by the boxing gods, and we have an extremely, extremely special guest on. All right. So we are going to have to take a quick intermission with no audio, right, Brian? Because we got to check audio. So we'll be right back. But believe me, you're going to be blown away by who this is.
Blown away.
Blown away. You want to go back to us live? We're ready.
No, we're on. He said.
Looks like we're back. All
And
right,
we're back.
and we're. Looks like we're back, and we're definitely ready both to the audience and to our producers. Yes, bring on our guests. It looks like we're going to have them on a big screen there. And we've been blessed by the boxing gods. Can he hear us already?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, what's up, bud, man? Thank you so much for coming on the show, being a man of your word.
What's up with it, man? Just chilling out, chilling out.
I was actually looking forward. I wanted to go over there and see you in person. And, you know, I have been in training camp myself. I haven't stopped playing. I'm telling you, I got over 100,000 games. It was funny. Yesterday I was going post because I had like 10 straight wins. It's something I never did. But only 2 of those was over 1,200s. That's why I sent you the link the other day, because I'm feeling ready. But have you been playing?
Not at all. Not at
Really?
all. I haven't been playing. I just been focused on training and whatnot. So yeah, I haven't had the opportunity to get no downtime to actually play.
So are you like, is your body programmed that way? Like when it's time to go to bed, you can't find that time maybe right before going to bed, laying up, play a couple games?
Nah, man. Nah, that's the time for, get my mind right, just be in tune with my body and just get the proper rest and, put the phone down and, just call it a night.
Wow. Definitely shows your discipline, man. It's hard. My phone is like an attachment of myself, for sure.
Yeah, that's our problem nowadays. Everybody attached to their phone, everybody attached to the game, tablets. You know, so many electronics nowadays. Everybody attached to them. People don't even look up when they walking across the street because they got their phone in their hand. When they wake up in the morning, the first thing they grab is their phone. So sometimes I just try to, stay away from the phone for at least an hour, 30 minutes, if possible.
Mm. Again, discipline. So I gotta ask. I know we see you on Instagram. Everybody hears how disciplined you are in the gym and how much you train. But there's also a phrase in boxing. It's kind of synonymous. Like, can he get up for that fighter, or he didn't get up for a certain fighter? So how are we aware, or how do you know that Avanesian will still bring the best out of Terence Crawford just because it's not the fight that you were expecting?
Oh man, I get up for each and every fighter. You can look from my past fights that I'm always, fully prepared. I'm fully prepared for this fight, and I feel like it depends on what type of style he brings to the table. Come December 10th is going to bring the best out of Terence Crawford.
Do you think that this fight, I guess, has a lot of is there a lot of weight on your shoulders based on this fight? Because the way I'm looking at it is like the world is going to want to see how many pay-per-view buys you do, how well it does, how the production looks, just everything, because it's a new platform. Does that pressure fall on your shoulders?
Not at all. I don't think it fall on my shoulders at all. BLK is new to the boxing world. This is the first step into the boxing game, and you got to get your feet wet at some point. And they chose to get their feet wet with me, just like ESPN chose to get their feet wet with me with the app. So it's very new to them, and we're just looking to go out there and do what we do best, and that's look good and get the victory, and hopefully everything else fall into place.
I know, obviously, you know, your name is going to be forever attached with Earl and and you've said it in numerous interviews that we've watched, like, you know, that people bring it up. I know you said that that fight doesn't define your legacy, but do you feel that if you don't get that fight, you won't be able to get this Charlo fight? Because we just had that show, and it's like you and Charlo do have a lot of energy, but they're still with the same advisor, and it seems like if they won't give you Earl, is there even a possibility of you fighting Jermell?
I think it's a 50-50 shot with Jamel, being that Jamel, you know, he's an angry guy and he may demand it. You know, he may go to Al or Showtime or whoever it is that's his handlers and demand it and just say, you know, this is what he want and that's what he's standing on. I think Arrow, he's more, you know, passive. He's more laid back. He let Al, you know, handles his career the way Al want to handle his career.
For sure, for sure. Danny, I don't want to hog him.
No, I was just, Bud, how excited are you to come home? Haven't been home in a couple years. First fight back, obviously as welterweight champ, if I'm not mistaken. So how excited are you to bring one home, you know, to the fans?
Well, I feel great, you know, to bring another fight back at home, you know, to give them the opportunity to see me front, center, and live once again. Um, yeah, it's been a long time coming since the Benavidez fight. And, you know, I can't wait to go home and put on a great show.
Crawford, was it ever an option for you to have a 3-fight deal with PBC, or was it that you only wanted one fight?
Well, I actually only wanted one fight with Errol, but they came back, you know, with a rematch clause, and you know, if we split, then it'd be a 3-fight with me and him.
So you or them never expressed interest in you having a similar style of fight? Obviously, they weren't going to give you what you're getting for this one, but did they ever express, hey, come fight whoever, to introduce you to the audience or the PBC, you know, family, nothing like that?
No, the only person that was on the table was Spence. That was it. That was all.
Was that something you would have wanted, or was it not brought up by your team because you didn't want more than one fight with any specific person?
It wasn't brought up by neither one. You know, neither my team nor the PBC side. You know, the only talks was me and Spence, and that was it.
And would you be interested in doing that now, like maybe a 2-fight or a 3-fight, you know, hypothetical, you know, Rashidis or Josecito Lopez, to get introduced to the audience, then the big fight with Earl? Or are you still interested in, after Avanesian, going straight into those negotiations and hoping you can get it done?
Yeah, I don't believe in, you know, having to go through Josecito Lopez or Rashidi to get to Spence. I will believe, you know, after this fight, we go back to the drawing board and hopefully we can, you know, secure the fight with me and Spence.
How soon after the fight do you go back to approach that, or is it something that you have to wait till Spence gets in the ring?
No, if he don't fight, if he don't have anything lined up, then we can go right into it and, you know, hope for, you know, fingers crossed that we can, you know, secure a date, you know, and we can get it on.
So when we sit here talking boxing, obviously, and we're talking about, you know, your guys' career and your lives, we assume, especially me, I don't like to put anybody through the gauntlet. So for me to say, yeah, I want to see Bud fight Earl, beat Earl, fight Jermell, beat Jermell, either retire or fight Jamal, because even Jamal called you out now too. So it's like, isn't that too tough? Isn't that murderer's row? Don't you need a Josecito or a Rashidi or someone in between those three men? Or is Bud at this age, in this stage of his career, can he do Earl and Jamel back to back?
Of course, I feel like I can do Earl and Jamel back to back.
Oh wow.
With the proper time frame, yes, 100%.
But what's your, I guess, like your do you have a mental date of when in 2023 you would like to get that Earl fight? Because,
Hopefully around like May.
and the reason I'm asking, because I feel like it comes to a point where it came this time where you were saying, I'm gonna fight in 2022. So it got to the point where you're like, okay, we couldn't get, something negotiated and you had to get a fight. So, your career still carries on. So you think May, if you guys don't have anything by May?
Yeah, hopefully we can get it done before or around May. That'd be, great.
Now, when you guys were talking about the fight, was there any location, or was Vegas being talked about, Dallas being talked about, anywhere else?
Vegas.
Is that something that to you wouldn't do? Because I don't know. I mean, we've seen your attitude. You strike me as a guy that wouldn't mind beating someone's ass in their own backyard. And I also feel like you guys draw more people in the Jerry Jones Stadium?
Probably because it's sit more, but at the same time, me honestly, I wouldn't mind going to like London or somewhere to do it.
So
To be honest,
overseas.
yeah, I wouldn't mind, taking it, over there.
What about Saudi?
But now you got to pay 2 taxes, champ. You got
That
to,
too.
you know what I'm
That
saying?
too.
Now you got to pay 2 taxes though. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay them a
Yeah,
tax.
but you
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 know.
gonna make more though. You gonna make more though.
You
Trust
think
me.
you think you guys will make more in the UK?
100%.
Wow. So
100%.
I don't know if anyone's ever asked you this, right? But since you
Hold on. No, I want to know why you think that, champ.
Because the UK support boxing more than, the United States.
Yeah, but they're supporting at a $25 pay-per-view and $10 tickets. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot
Yeah,
easier
but
to
when you look
support
at
out there, and they don't have nothing
what you
else.
got,
They don't have nothing else to support.
okay then. So you just made my point. There's not a lot going on out there, and they don't got a lot to support. So when you got Tyson Fury or AJ going out there fighting in the UK and they drawing 60,000 people, in a stadium, then what that tell you?
Well, champ, all I'm saying, if they ever step in the ring, I bet you they won't fight in the UK. I promise you that.
yeah, they was getting offers fielded from Saudi.
They already saying Saudi for that
Yeah,
fight.
yeah. The Saudi because they're gonna give you that upfront money, of course. You know what I mean? But where AJ been fighting at?
The Middle
UK, right?
East. Nah, he just fought.
He just
He just fought
he just fought
in
Usyk.
Saudi.
He just fought Usyk in Saudi. But before that, prior to that, have you been fighting at?
Where was the first Usyk fight at?
I know that the last two, the Ruiz first and second was in Saudi.
No, the first one was
actually
New
New
York.
York. First one was New
and
York.
the second one was Saudi.
Yeah.
The Middle East,
Yeah.
the Middle East is pushing tourism so much that they're overspending. That's why they
Yeah.
got the World Cup. That's why they got the World Cup right now.
Let's hope they throw
They
you and
they
Earl some money, man.
they putting that bag. They putting that bag over there. They putting that bag over there.
You right.
Yeah.
You right though. Before the second Usyk fight, he had back-to-back fights at home. Pulev and then Usyk, but I don't know that it's bigger than the United States. Like the people
They support boxing.
They do?
They support boxing more over there. When you look at the
1,000,000%.
UK, when you look at the UK, and when you look at United States, UK it goes soccer then like boxing. When you look at United States, it go like NFL, NBA, baseball, then some, maybe boxing, or maybe something like boxing is way on the downside of USA, you know, watching boxing.
But now
Like
that
supporting boxing.
Right,
Supporting
support.
boxing, I would say.
I got you.
um now that obviously you got this fight with Avanesian, this is life changing money. This is like generational wealth. So are like, where is Bud after this fight? Is he still looking
You
for?
think you think that's generational wealth money?
I'm saying with everything that you've already made, Bud, and everything you've already done, now
Oh,
you get this big bag at the end. Yeah, I mean, you ain't even got to touch this if you don't want.
man, still gotta touch it.
I mean,
You
you're gonna
gotta
have to pay
invest the
them
right.
taxes on it. You're gonna have to pay the
You gotta
taxes
make
on
the
it, but
more.
literally you don't have to touch it. I mean, obviously you won't make the amount of money you'd make if you invested in interest, but technically speaking, you don't have to touch it. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So that being said, are you still looking for the bigger bag, or is it about leaving the world knowing you was the best welterweight out here?
Both. It's about both. You know,
But you know that
you
every
gotta
opponent doesn't bring that bag though, so that you know.
100%, 100%, 100%. That's why in this game that we play, you got to make the most that you can possibly make in a career to solidify yourself for the rest of your life. So that way you don't have to go out and get a job, or you know, do some stupid like fight till you 45. You know, yeah, man, you just got to make the right decisions, be smart with your investments, and, you know, don't spend all your money on, you know, materialistic things.
Do you think Boots would feel like you particularly, not forget about the other guys because they not here, we can't have them answer. Do you think Jaron Ennis would feel like you're doing him the way the other welterweights did you? Meaning
Me doing
not fighting
him,
you. Meaning you not fighting him not being able to fight you. The same way that when you became a welterweight, you know, you wanted Thurman, you wanted Earl, you wanted everybody, right? And you couldn't. They said you was on the other side of the street or whatever the case may be. He's over there, and they're saying you didn't fight anybody. You know, you're not ready. You don't bring any money. So I'm asking you, do you feel he can feel the way that you felt?
uh, on his side, yeah, but not with me, no. Because
And
his name never was mentioned for me to fight. But for him to fight, you know, Keith Thurman and Spence and all those guys over there, yes, I feel like, you know, he should have been had the opportunity to fight those guys over there
because you feel over there he's on that side of the quote unquote street.
for sure. He
But
should
you
have been had the opportunity.
I think it's
but
a.
you know
I
that
think
he's not.
it's
Hold on, I don't know. But you know that he's not with PBC.
But he fight on Showtime. He's a Showtime fighter, so you
Definitely.
know, he's highly ranked in, you know, the sanction bodies, you know, over there, and you know, I think he's ranked 2 or 3 in the WBO. So you know, it's all about, you know, his management, his managers,
Well,
and
you
how
know them well.
they yeah. But you
You
know, I
know
know Cameron.
Cameron.
I know
Cameron
Cameron.
is his
I know.
guy.
I know. The reason why I say that is because I know how Cameron, you know, move him. You know, Cameron never moved Boots in a fast way where he was like, all right, I'm gonna demand him to fight a title eliminator and demand him to, you know, get a title shot right now. You know, Cameron's not gonna do that.
So you don't think Cameron will make him a mandatory right now? I thought you were speaking like in the past. You don't think?
No. Right now, he's definitely there. Right now, he's definitely there, 100%. But I'm saying how, you know, moving him, you know, the reason why he haven't had the opportunity to fight those guys over there is because Cameron wasn't moving him in a way where he wanted him to fight those
Absolutely.
guys at that time.
But
But
Right now he's ready. Yeah.
but now we all know that the leash is off for him. And this is the question that I'm saying that nobody's ever asked you. Like, would you feel like I'm gonna fight that guy since ain't nobody else fighting him? Nobody else want to fight him. They calling him the boogeyman. Would kind of like Canelo. I know Canelo brought more to the table for Floyd, so it's a bad metaphor. But Canelo still was a bad young man when Floyd decided to fight him.
I'm fighting anybody. I'm fighting them all. I
so
don't care.
so let me ask you.
But my main focus is Spence, what I mean, after this fight. But my main focus really is David Avenesian because I'm not really too much focused on anybody else right now.
Well, knock on wood, because I want Spence too. I want that to be clear. I promise you I want the Spence fight. Let's say, for whatever fucked up reason, we can't get that Spence fight next. Do you think that after the failed negotiations in any world, Steven Espinoza is willing to sit down with you and bring Boots to the table, bring you to Showtime for, a Terence Crawford Boots pay-per-view?
Of course, of course. If it makes sense, of course.
Okay.
I always thought that was an option. I thought that's where they would have at least started. It's crazy. But we seen Avenesian get on a plane yesterday.
Yeah, I heard he was in Omaha. He got in there last night, so it's almost that time.
You think he came in with enough time? 8 days out? Gotta
Yeah,
acclimate.
yeah, yeah. I don't think it's too hard.
So
I don't think it's too hard.
I've seen a lot of the interviews that you've done. Obviously, you consider him a tough opponent, and you've mentioned on numerous interviews how other people turned him down and that other people wanted to fight him. So obviously, based off research, it seems like Jerron Boots and his father wanted to fight Avenesian at one point, couldn't get the fight. But I couldn't see who turned down a fight with Avenesian. So who were you talking about?
Man, I don't know. I don't know.
With that smile, you don't
I
know.
don't
Look like
know.
you know.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Listen, we fighting, and it's gonna be a great fight, and I can't wait. That's all I know.
It's funny because this week on the line, one of his past opponents is on the line. The only man to knock out Josh Kelly is David Avenesian, and he's going against Tom Williamson or something like that. So it's, again, we don't have enough data to know, is Kelly chinny or is Avenesian a big puncher? But he did knock out Herman, right? Is it Herman with an H or is it with a Lerman? I mean, I know he's from Spain. His name is La Hagra. He used to be a Lou DiBella fighter. He beat him twice back to back. Did you watch any tape on him, or you leave that to the trainers?
Yeah, yeah. No, I definitely watched tape on him.
Which fight did you
I
watch?
watched those fights.
Oh, okay.
I watched pretty much. Man, I got man, I watched a few of his fights. Even the fight where he fought Shane Mosley.
Mm.
Yeah, so I've been doing my homework.
How much homework do you do, and how much homework do you let Bomac and the team do? Because I'm sure that they're watching probably even more film to draw up a game plan. So how does that work? Or do you guys sit down together to watch the film?
No, not at all. See, I let them do their thing and I do mine. Because at the end of the day, once we get in the ring, everything is going to change anyway. These fighters, they might fight one person one way and then it'd be totally different when I get in the ring. So, my coaches, they dissect and study a fighter, and when we go in the gym, they had a game plan to have the things that they have me working on. But in the back of my mind, in the back of my head, I have the things that, I want to do as well.
How important is this knockout streak to you, man? Because No one else in the welterweight division has had that many. I think it's 10 straight now, right?
I don't know, man. Listen,
Really?
I just go in there and try to get the win. I don't really too much focus on whether I knock somebody out or not. You know, my main focus is make sure I get the win.
But
Because
at
at the
this
end of the day,
point, Bub,
whether
with,
I
with so many in a row, you telling me that's not in your mind?
no,
Oh, wow.
no,
And and I
because
was
it don't matter. It don't matter if you don't get the win. You know, if only thing that matters at the end of the day is the win. You know, because it's all going to resort to the same thing at the end, a win. So, you know, I don't want to go in there looking for a knockout and, you know, rushing into things or get caught with stupid shots that I shouldn't be getting caught with just because I'm looking for a knockout.
So I got Brandon in Houston that says, with it being fully understood that you wanted to fight before 2022 ended, if PBC could have assured you that Spence's fight would be 100% happening in January, would you have been willing to wait for those few extra weeks?
No,
Me
because I
neither.
already stated that I want to fight this year. So why would I put everything on hold when things could have, you know, something else could have came up. You know, I already been out longer than a year already, so I just want to be active.
I mean, and you can't walk away from $10 million for this fighter. As tough as we think he is, he's still not Earl, and that's a lot of money to be not Earl. So that's why you already know I take a lot of stances, and with that, I was definitely not mad because how the hell do you walk away from that? Like, that's a lot of money to walk away from. You know, some of these
Man,
guys,
listen,
some
man.
of these guys finish their career, they never make that, let alone in one fight. Think about it. It's not a lot of fighters you can
Yeah,
name.
a lot of people, you know, they always got an opinion, you know, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, they not feeding your family. They're not putting no money in your pocket, you know. So they just go online and make up, you know, allegations and make up things that, you know, they can put online and have a lot of people say the same thing about, you know, and it's like a chain effect. Everybody that's in a little group, they say, oh, well, such and such said this, so it must be true. Such and such said that, so Terence Crawford lying. Such and such said this, so Terence Crawford ducking. So, you know, you hear the most craziest things on social media. So I just laugh at it, you know, and, you know, continue my career and my life, you know, and take care of my family. That's it.
I got Israel Weber in Oklahoma that says, no question, I'm sure there will be plenty. When you're next in Oklahoma, lunch on me.
What part? What part?
Man, I don't know what
No,
part. I
I
don't.
I got family in Tulsa.
He definitely goes to the fights in Tulsa whenever Jeremiah Milton fights there.
yeah, whenever Top Rank there, he be there. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know
I
what
got
part.
one more.
Yeah.
New York City, David Maldonado says, what's up, champ? If it were up to you, what fantasy fight would you love to have with any all-time great? Because to me, if and when you beat Spence and Charlo, you will be on that list. And by the way, please give Boots his shot because the whole division wants no smoke with that man. So any fantasy fights you would like? Floyd, right? It's got to be
Uh,
Floyd.
yeah, Floyd. I think that would have been a more of a chess match fight. But to be honest, I think me and Roberto Duran would have been a great fight.
Mm.
At
You
35?
know, yeah, right now, yeah, 100% for sure. I think he would have brought the best out of me because you know he would have brought it. He would have brought it. You know, and you know that would have made me bite down. That have made me you know show some.
It looks like
Uh-oh, he
Champ
got a
got a
call.
call.
And
That money
he
calling.
back. He back. You back, champ?
Yeah,
All right. Man, Roberto Duran. So you running to the power because he's a puncher, big puncher.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just want you to know, it's gonna be 3 in a row this weekend. So the Packers getting their ass whooped in Chicago. I need you to know that. You know, I know you a big Packers fan. I'm a big Bears fan. It's gonna be 3 in a row. Y'all fucking suck this year. So do we. So do we. So do we. Look, Justin Hurts.
Hey, did we beat y'all?
Yo, yeah, that was a long time ago.
I'm talking about, didn't we beat y'all this year?
Man, yeah, but that was how long ago? Bro,
did we beat y'all last year?
Bro, y'all done got y'all ass whooped. What happened last week?
Did we beat y'all last year?
Bud, what happened last week to Philly?
Did we beat y'all last year?
Or the week before that to Tennessee?
Hold up.
Bro,
Time out.
2 weeks.
Is you Philly, Tennessee, or are you Chicago?
Bud,
Which
I'm
one
just
is
saying
you?
y'all suck, bud.
Now,
I'm just saying y'all suck. 2 weeks before
what I'm
that,
saying
y'all
is,
lost to Detroit, the Lions.
Is you Philly?
I'm a Bears
Is you
fan.
Philly?
Bear
Okay.
down, baby.
Is you Philly, Detroit, the Lions, or Tennessee? Which 4 teams is
I'm
you?
a Bears fan, but y'all suck,
Talk
bud,
about the
and I
Bears.
need you to know
That's
that.
cool.
I need you
Hey,
to
listen,
know that
listen.
it's the holiday season and some holiday magic from the cook in Chicago this weekend.
Hey, when the last time y'all beat us?
About 2 years ago, champ.
Damn.
2 years. That's a long time to be talking this cocky. I got a good team.
And we play. And we play
Bro, we
2
got the
times a
same
year,
record.
right?
We got the same record.
And we play 2 times a year, right?
Just twice, and it's only the second time.
Damn. And then prior to so in the last 5 years, how many times have y'all beat us?
Bro, it's probably been less than a handful. You talking about the past. You talking about
So
140.
why would it be different?
Buddy, you talking about 140 and 135, champ. It's welterweight division now.
Time out.
It's the
We just
past.
beat y'all at 147 this year. We beat y'all this year. What are you talking about?
Right, champ, but that was a tune-up. This is the championship fight. It's the holiday
Wait,
season.
it was a scrimmage?
No, it was a legit game. It was just a couple months ago.
I'll make sure I send a message through when we beat y'all.
Yo, I want to tell you.
Facts.
He probably don't remember this.
Facts.
When Shakur fought what's his name, Nakatilia? Me and Bud was in the elevator. Nakatani, we in the elevator together by ourselves, right? He tapped my stomach. Damn, bro, you been eating good. Champ, I want you to know I done lost about 65 pounds. And I'm rolling. I'm under 200. You know, I'm out here shirt off. Like Gucci said, I take my shirt off.
Hello?
And all oh, damn, he cut off. He cut out.
Oh, man. You told him
His
your weight
phone
loss
died.
history.
Bro, he really tapped my stomach. Damn, you been eating good. Damn.
Damn, we lost him.
We lost him. His phone died. Fuck. Okay, he said he'll probably be
Is
back.
that him or is that a still shot?
Okay. All right.
That was cool.
All right. We do have $20 super chat from James Chavez. Shout out to you. He ain't say nothing, but just showing love. Damn, I wish Bud would be like right there. Like right there in the chair.
Yeah, that was the plan, man. That was the plan.
In the
One
chair.
day.
In the chair.
One day. At least that made the day. Is he not back? Because we're going to wrap it.
Bro, they going to get that. They going to get their ass whooped.
Yeah.
They going to get their ass whooped this weekend, us.
Well.
I feel it in my heart. And I usually don't listen to my heart, but.
What's the odds, though?
Bro,
what
the Packers suck.
What the bookies saying?
Pull up Bovada. You got it right there. You just got to pull it out.
I don't know how to even navigate through
Hold
football.
on, let me see.
Nor do I want to learn how to navigate through football.
No, I'll tell you right now. Hold on. I'll tell you right now. Okay, bro. The Packers are only a minus 170. The Bears are a plus 140. It's close odds.
They say he dropped the call once you said you had your shirt off. Y'all terrible, man.
Yo, refresh Patreon. It looks like more people.
It ain't gonna matter. We ain't got nobody to ask them to.
Yo, they're saying he wasn't letting me live. No, that's that Nebraska phone service, yo. Look, Candace's messages be coming in green iMessages. I ain't never, like, it legit says iMessage, but the shit's still green. So, yeah, it's just the Nebraska phone service. That's all.
Yeah, man. Well, in the meantime, in between time, I will say.
We do have a couple more super chats and member chats. So,
well, let's get to those. But while we do.
You will say.
Yeah, man, if this does happen, Regis Broner What are you thinking? You need to see Broner's tune-up before you can actually make a pick?
I need to see who Broner's fighting and how he looks, at what weight he fights on. Does he make the weight? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of variables. There is a lot of variables. I have to be honest with you.
I will say I am happy that Regis has that energy versus, trying to freeze him out, saying like, oh, you ain't even relevant or something like that. You know what I mean?
And I'm glad that Bud said the same thing as far as going over there, working with Cameron Duncan and Steven Espinoza. Should we not get Spence next? Knock on wood. Gotta knock on the bottom of the desk. That's the wood.
So before we do cut out, we got a couple of super chats to get to, and I want to remind you guys that I am going to be doing a Border Wars show after this from the home studio, probably before 3 or after 6.
Damn. 3-hour workout.
Yeah, it'd be like a couple hours. Then you got to eat. You got to shower.
No,
but we got KDDR who says, shout out to TBV having a pound for pound #1 undisputed champion, Terence Bud Crawford. Crawford, first ballot Hall of Famer, $10 million guarantee. Let the haters hate. Tables turn. Told y'all with the $2 super chat, he says, does Wilder beat AJ? Does Canelo beat Bivol?
I do believe Wilder beats AJ. Man, I don't know that Canelo beats Bivol.
Wow, you gave up on your man's.
No, I mean I would love to see it, but
Parcerito, I thought he was your panita.
It would definitely
your homie, bro.
It would definitely take some major game plan adjustment than a right hook to an elbow.
I got Ricky with the $2 hate chat. He says, "Tell him stop ducking Earl."
Haters.
Yeah.
Haters.
And we got a member, Stephen T, member for 23 months at the champ level. Hopefully you enjoyed today's betting show, and hopefully you took my advice. I gave you 2 underdogs again. 2 sleepers. They sleeping.
One of them tonight,
and let me tell you, guess what? Sleep is, guess who? The cousin of what?
Death.
Death.
Shout out to Nazir Jones.
I didn't give a sleeper today, but I did give advice for today, right? Doesn't someone fight today?
Yes, the advice. Okay.
So he says, nice to see Bud on the show. Top work, TBV. Fuego emoji.
Shout out to you, Chin.
That's fuego.
Stick talk boxing. Stick talk boxing. Hey, you know what you just look like? Do it again.
Fuego.
Yo, very few people watching this are probably gonna know what I'm talking
Magic
about.
Fingers.
But
Magic hands?
No, Spirit Fingers from what's that cheerleader movie? Bring It On.
Yeah, I think it is. I thought it was Magic Fingers.
Nah, Spirit Fingers.
Who's that? Stick Talk?
Stick Talk Boxing, $5 super chat says, Justin is out and the Bears just took a whipping from the Jets. No way they beat Green Bay, Danny.
Damn.
Justin was just a full participant at practice today, so fuck you, all right? My mom turned on El Sirio. We're praying. We're hopeful, right? Because, like, Mexico didn't advance, right? So for the first time since I think before my mom was born, right? Probably not, but it's been a long time. We can't have like this much bad luck. And what are you talking about? The fucking Packers lost to the Lions, the Lions of Detroit. Let me tell you, they're god awful. You understand? They're terrible. This camera. They're god awful. They're terrible. They've lost 2 in a row. I don't want to hear that shit. They're coming to Chicago. It's gonna be fucking cold as shit. And we're gonna play in a sloppy field, and you know somebody's gonna hurt Aaron Rodgers, and then they're gonna hurt Love, and then it's over. And we're gonna
Aaron Rodgers,
and we're gonna win by 2 points.
Why does that name sound like he should have retired?
Ben, he's a disgrace, is what he is.
Wow.
It looks like that's all for the super chats. And the
we're gonna go to
member chats.
Some possible callers. You know the number to call in: 1-425. We need you to call in because we're trying to buy some time to see is Crawford gonna call back in or jump back in, because it seems like our producer thinks he is, and if that's the case, we want him to come in. And we're giving them to 105. So we need about 1 or 5 callers. Let's go in T-minus now.
Who we got up first?
Well, we'll see who calls in the next few minutes.
And that is on Blog Talk, correct, Ness?
Yo, my girl is tight, and I am too, man. You know, it's like bittersweet being. Oh, what? Do we got a call already? I hear somebody. Oh, it's like bittersweet for me, right? It's because like Vegas has been so good. It's been such an, I don't know. It's been good, right? But like, yo, we miss Florida. She just sent me a meme of like the best weather's always in Florida. And she put like the next 5 days. And obviously it's great weather out there, you know what I mean? Lows of 64s and 5s and highs of 84s and 5s.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
Wow, 85.
Florida, baby.
I could only wish.
Florida. So in the 813, I need you to hit that one button if you really want to talk on the live show. Hey, Flo, what do you know? Here you go. Who's this?
It's me.
Who?
Hello. It's Alan from Tampa. Hello.
What up? Now you out there in that 85-degree weather?
Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes at night, don't be fooled. It does get chilly at night here in Florida, so keep a nice, you know.
Yeah, but chilly
New
is
Balance
60.
jacket,
You're
something
talking
like
about
that.
60s though.
Yeah. But hey, so this fight with Adrien Broner and Prograis, man, that's a good fight to make, man. Very good fight to make.
I do like it.
Yeah, man, especially if they're gonna fight on that broadcasting. I don't know what it was. Was it Fight? What was it? Fight or
Fight TV or Black Prime?
the fight, his Prograis last fight with Cepeda. What was that?
That was payperview.com and Fight TV.
Oh no, but what, Fight TV was the one streaming the fight.
I mean, pay-per-view. You know, payperview.com. Fight TV is just like they just distributed. Like,
Gotcha. But who was the promoter? Like
the promoter was Marvin and Legends. Marvin Nation and Legends Promotions.
Okay, so yeah, they did good, man. I didn't see nothing bad. The commentating was very good as well. And you know, if they bring Adrien Broner with BLK Prime and whatever they do together, they make a good fight.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely would love to see them do more events, and I did hear good positive things as well as far as the commentary. We saw Ray Flores doing his thing.
They I just feel like the business would be good when they start involving more fighters, like Mexican, whatever it is, Puerto Rican, from Europe. A lot more people from Europe. Bring them over, man. Bring them over. They'll get better too over here in USA. Even if they lose, they'll get better over here no matter what. When they get back to the country, they'll start whooping ass. You know what I mean? But I see a good future with them, man. And isn't it crazy, man? It's crazy. I was hating on Crawford when I called you guys last time, but I'm a fan, so I hate. You gotta hate on. There's a good side and there's a bad side. You know what I mean? So I was hating, but out of nowhere now, Gervonta Davis is getting a tune-up fight. He's getting ready for Ryan Garcia. It's crazy, right? It's crazy.
You really think that's a tune-up?
I don't disrespect like that. It looks like a tough fight, but finesse.
I don't think he's a tune-up, bro.
At all.
Honestly.
Listen. When we watched Gervonta Davis' last fight, he was fighting on his back foot the whole time, stepping back, watching him with open chin. And what did we see the last fight with Hector Luis Garcia? That's his name, right? Am I correct?
Yep.
His last fight, what did we see? We saw full pressure, stepping forward, getting hit 5 times in the face. No matter what, keep going forward.
But you know what you just did? Let me tell you what you just did. Okay. The same mistake I made in front of Hector when he was sitting in this chair a couple of days ago. I compared a kid with 14 professional fights and maybe 20 amateur fights to a Rio Olympian. he won the medal, right?
So what are you
Isn't
trying to
that
say?
what Bob Santos was saying?
Gold medalist.
So what I'm saying is,
that's what he said.
what I'm saying is you can't compare Rolly to Hector. Obviously, Hector has more boxing experience. He was good enough to go very far in the amateurs.
All right. Yeah, I see your
So
point.
yeah,
Right.
you're saying
Nice.
you're saying Tank was on the back foot and this guy, came in and got knocked out. That don't mean it's gonna happen to Hector because Hector's a higher boxing IQ. If I could make it further in the amateurs and further in the pros, Hector won a real world title. Like he beat Colbert for the interim, then he fought the real champion for the real belt. Rolly only ever won an interim title.
Okay, yeah. It's true, completely true. Like I'm not saying he's gonna get.
I lied. He didn't medal,
Actually,
but
no,
he wasn't an Olympian.
Excuse me. I have to be real with you, man, because it's just what I feel. I gotta be
of
real.
course.
Even
That's
with the
what
good points.
That's what the show is
very
for,
good
bro.
points. It makes me. But like, let me get back to it. Like, man, it's just Gervonta's on another level, my guy. You Olympian. You did this, you did that better than Rolly, but bro, my guy Gervonta Davis has been fighting guys, some real guys, man. Especially when he fought Pedraza that early in Pedraza's career, and everybody's fighting Pedraza now late in his career. Gervonta took care of that lengthy fighter, bro. A taller fighter than Nakatani, whatever you call that Japanese dude that Lomachenko gave the hands to.
Absolutely. But you said it. Gervonta is special, right? So I bet you can't find.
So how is
more,
Hector Luis Garcia going to accomplish something like that pay-per-view in front of so many fans?
But that's my point.
And you only fought like that.
My friend, but that's my point, right? You're saying that Gervonta's so special. So now find me 5 people that can beat him. When you say someone is yeah, okay, 5. If you can find more than 5, you're beating what I'm saying. But we're arguing the same case. You're saying he's special and it's a tune-up. I'm telling you, he is special. It's not a tune-up. There are only a handful of people in this world. In the world.
Okay, yeah, it's true. Yeah. That's a good opponent.
And let me tell you something. That can probably beat him. Not beat him.
Yeah, okay.
Probably beat him. So everybody looked like a tune-up to Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's gonna be a good fight. Once I see, let's see what happens when Hector crushes him in the corner. Because that's gonna be the fight. Because his style is all pressure. So once his pressure starts coming and he starts pressuring, let's see what the end result is. Is it a knockout? Maybe.
Listen, Pitbull Cruz went 12. I got to get to some other callers, but Pitbull Cruz went 12. He ain't no Olympian. His biggest name is Gamboa. He ain't win the world title. People asking for that rematch. Listen, we got to stop counting people out because ain't nobody give Bivol a shot. Now they're going to be like, yeah, but Ness, Bivol was 175. Canelo was moving up, bro. You're going to look for fucking excuses and reasons now. Going into that fight, he was a dog. Underdog. We going out to James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama.
Yo, Ness, you hear me? Ness, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
We hear you, champ.
All right. Yo, Danny, man, hey, you need to stop caping for the Bears, man. They are what they are, man. I wouldn't be surprised if the Packers win, man, especially what my team did to them the other week, man. You wasn't here on the show for me to go ahead and just talk shit about it, man. But, at least my team still has a chance to win the division, unlike yours, man. But it's all good, man. It's all good,
neither
man.
the Bears or the Packers have a chance of winning the division. So I don't even know who your team is.
The Falcons do, man. Falcons still got a chance to win the division, man.
Okay, cool.
That's what I'm saying, man. You need to just go ahead and
bro, y'all could make it to the Super Bowl, blow another 25-point lead. What the fuck? Y'all ain't shit either. I don't care what y'all doing this season. What the fuck? 25-point lead at halftime and y'all blowing that shit. Who paid them?
Nigga, Atlanta Sports is going to turn it around. The Hawks will turn it around, and the goddamn Falcons going to turn it around. We can actually win out the rest of our game.
Braves is fire. I ain't going to lie. Made some money on the Braves.
All right, cool. There you go. Put some respect on it, man.
I
But
ain't
other than that, man,
disrespecting him.
hey,
I'm
it was a
speaking
good.
facts.
Hey, man, that 25-point, man. Hey, man, that shit still hurts, man. Tom Brady tweets that shit out every fucking year. That shit's annoying. But either way it goes, man. Yeah, man, it was a good interview today, man. I wish you was able to get through all the Patreon questions, man. I really wanted to ask about, Bud when he called out his list of signature wins and everything, man. I feel like out of that signature win list, man, if he would have had the Keith Thurman fight, man, that would have made his 147 run so far up until this point before Spence would have been much more. People would question it way less than what they do now. But other than that, man, it was a good interview, man. I like the back and forth dialogue that it was. And, man, for anybody that's saying that Hector Garcia is just a tune-up, man, it's not a tune-up, man.
They don't know boxing.
And you're absolutely right. They don't know shit, man. Because you're absolutely right, man. When you say a world champion fighter, man, a world-class fighter, only a handful of people can beat him, man. A lot of people doubted him when he went against Cobra and what the fuck happened. So, I mean, it is what it is. I just can't wait to see it, man. And that's my call, man. I appreciate y'all guys doing what y'all do, man.
All right, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for calling in. Let's see who else we got. Info Joe, talk to me. California, what up?
Yo. What up, Ness? What up, Danny?
What
up,
up?
champ? What up?
What's up, man? Shout out to the boxing guys, man. Great interview. Yo, Ness, was that over the chess game you won?
Yeah.
Ah, that's dope. I done taught you some shit, huh?
You still remember that butt whooping I gave you early? We met. What year was that?
Yeah.
Was that? I think it was Border Wars in Texas the first time we ever played, right?
No, Border Wars. We played in my backyard, man.
Oh, that's
Border
right.
Wars
LA, 17.
But we played again in Texas. Yeah, you beat me. I came back to Texas, and I think I beat you the last best out of 5. I think it was.
Damn, best out of 5.
Yeah, something like that though. Am I putting a whole lot on it, Ness, or what? I know I won the last to break the tie though, so I had to be the best out of 5.
I don't remember none of that. I don't remember you getting the best of me. I know that ain't true. Oh man, remembering that shit all
about
wrong.
3 in the morning. I kept you up smoking. I kept you up smoking all night.
I spanked you and Ant. Remember, I had you and Ant playing musical chairs. I spanked the both of y'all. What are you talking about?
Yeah. You got a couple off on me. I beat Marlon. So let's get back to this boxing. Hey, great interview, man. I'm glad that the Spence is still on the table, man. I'm glad he's still talking about it. Shout out to the boxing guys for that. Hopefully, the shit can happen one day. Hopefully next year, like he say. So I'm glad that he's still open to it. Most of all, as far as Regis Prograis versus Broner, I like that fight, man.
But
I like
do
that
we
fight.
Get it? How does Broner look in the comeback?
That part.
Who does Broner fight in the comeback? How much does he weigh in the comeback?
Man, that's a good one, man. You had to run down me the rankings, man. But right off the top of my head, I can't think of nobody. But he needs
that ain't me hating. I'm ready to see him back, and I'm looking forward to his announcement next week at the Crawford fight.
In a crazy way, man, I'm the first one screaming at the TV, Broner, let your hands go. But you know what? In a way, I miss him. I don't know why. Just the excitement of, Broner know how to sell a fight, man. In and outside the ring, man. So this to that, he that guy, man. I shout out to Broner, man, but he still need to let his goddamn hands go, no doubt. But that's all I got, man. Shout out to y'all. Hit the thumbs up, y'all. I'm glad Crawford, if you're listening, man, thanks for coming on the show. It's been a long time waiting. We've been talking about you coming on TBV, and you did that, champ. Hopefully come back on again. That's all I got. Peace.
Appreciate you, Joe. Thank you for calling in. California, let's go. We going out to Ohio. What up, right? Who this?
Yeah, this is Majid. What up? You can hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, shout out for getting Bud on the show and everything. Everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join YouTube members and Patreon for something too. But yeah, man, you know, we got Crawford to come on and say something. Why don't these people tell their favorite fighter to you know what I'm saying, show the same type of love, have some time for the fans. But other than that, I had to be petty real quick. For all of these people with their other channels and all of that shit, when y'all steal this nigga, when y'all steal this content, give Ness a shout out and all of that stuff. Boxing Ego, Eric Gomez, you know, show some respect out here, you know. But yeah, that's all I had to speak of that scumbag real quick. But that's it, man.
All right. Now, actually, somebody sent me a link of Ego, and he gave me some credit on, I think it was the Schaefer interview that we did. We got David Maldonado. What up?
Yo, man, that's the Gibbs. Yo, congratulations, man. I'm glad you got Bud on the phone. Hey, yo, Ringwalk, you there?
Yo,
Danny, that was a good question you asked Bud, but I don't think he got it because when I asked him about who he want to fight from the legends, he said Roberto Duran, and you said 35. He said, yeah, anytime. I guess he thought you was asking him about
his
him
age.
being 35 years old fighting Duran.
Yeah, I think he meant. I think he understood it as his age, but I meant
that's what it sounded like, bro. 135, yeah, because Duran was known as the greatest lightweight in the history of the sport.
I know, and that's what I was asking. Yeah, that's what I was asking.
I know, man. You should have said at 135. Damn, but that would have been a great fight. You know what I mean? Because Duran could box and he could punch. Terence Crawford, I'm glad you guys, you know what I mean, buried that hatchet. Hopefully y'all get him on the show more often. He asked good questions. I mean, y'all asked him good questions. And he sounds sincere, man. I hope he do fight one of those guys, man, because if he doesn't get Spence, at least I want to see him fight Boots. Somebody has to give Boots that shot. You know, somebody has to give that man the shot. But, yo, great job, man. And next time, whenever you ask a guy a question about the weight, say the whole weight. At 135, don't say 35 because a lot of times they think it's something else. But great job, man. That's my call.
All right. If you haven't already done so, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel right here at youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. We are at 159,193. So we need about 800 more subscribers to get to the next goal of 160,000. We are your daily boxing show, streaming 2 times a day, 5 days a week, right out of the Wynn Casino in the beautiful Blue Wire studio. Plus, we go live from the home studio multiple times. I think that is all our callers. Maybe C-Dub? Yo?
James Benitez, $5 super chat says, I hope we still get Frank Martin and Keyshawn on the undercard.
We should be getting Frank Martin in the show when he gets to town.
Yes, something we've been working on. James says, like the rivalry between the camps. I got Frank, but we'll add more energy to. Oh, he means against each other.
I got Tommy in Florida. What up? Talk to me.
What's up? You hear me?
We hear you.
We hear you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nah, somebody said they got Frank Martin versus
Keyshawn Davis.
Yeah, but Keyshawn, I got Keyshawn. But even right now, Rougarou versus Broner, I got Rue, man. Broner ain't really did nothing that made me think he can beat too many people after he lost to Mendana. I mean, he ain't really did nothing after that. Yeah, Rue gonna walk him down, and he don't like that shit. He ain't gonna be as aggressive as like Mendana.
That's a good fight for two people that don't have a broadcaster. Like, that's a good fight.
Yeah, no. People gonna tune in. People gonna like it and tune in. I'm just going off, who I think will win. Just my opinion of who I think will win. Yeah, shout out to Bud showing up. He just ain't gonna be able to get that Spence fight because my boy gonna get that dub, bring those dubs back to Florida. Yeah, and Danny, Chicago trash. Been trash, gonna always be trash. I mean, that's your team. That's your team. You support your team, and I feel you for that.
And, you always got to talk shit, especially to a rivalry motherfucker. So, it's cool you talk shit to Bud about the Packers, but just hang that shit up. Just get your jerseys and wear your hat.
Don't go down there because you start talking about football and we lost Bud.
No. It was when I was talking about him acknowledging my fat ass and me losing weight.
It started from football.
I just want to know how a team with only one more win than us is this killer team, bro. They have a fucking losing record. They have a 33 percentile win percentage. They coming off two straight losses. Like we got a lower win percentage.
You crying about Detroit. First thing first, though, the NFL is the NFL, and it's always the game's always hard. Especially rivalry teams. You talk. Nets don't watch football. I know it.
Yeah.
You got me looking out the window right now, man.
But that's what my homeboy be doing. That nigga look out the window and smoke. But so anything pop up.
When the last time you been in the gym, man?
Who's your team? Hold on, who's your team?
Forget that shit,
man. Because they
call
in talking shit about my team. Who's your team?
When the last time you been in the gym?
Well, truthfully, I ain't been in St. Pete Boston Gym in a while because, they trying to, he had caught COVID twice, so they just trying to make sure nobody catch that shit again, whoever got fights coming up. Yeah, so, but,
hey, I still got COVID in Florida?
It's COVID everywhere.
Man, they just making sure COVID everywhere. Flu, the flu COVID now. If you fall down and break your foot, that was COVID fault. You feel me? Everything COVID. But
I was hoping you was in the gym with him, though. I was hoping that you got to see how what he looking like.
Nah, ain't nobody really been going up over there because they just got to make sure everybody who got fights coming up don't got to cancel their fight. Yeah. They gonna test you at the door about 3 times, and then you can walk through.
Damn.
But
no,
and then I'm the homie coming.
I ain't getting shit else put up my nostrils, bro. I had over 80
that
COVID
shit
tests.
hurt, bro.
Over 80
that shit
COVID
hurt.
tests.
Yeah, I'm good.
I don't fuck with that shit.
I feel like they putting the COVID in your nose anyway.
Shit.
That's building up your immune system.
They putting the COVID on you.
Tommy, man, we out of here, man. Thank you for calling in.
Yes, sir.
TBV, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Future, present, past. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. It's going to help the show grow. It's going to put it in this episode in the eyes of other boxing fans. It's also going to let the algorithm know we need about 800 more subscribers to get to the next goal of 160,000.
Phoenix, Glendale, we will see you guys tomorrow. If you guys still need tickets to the Chocolatito versus Gallo Estrada Trilogy, the third fight, head on over to stagefronttickets.com using discount code STAGEFRONT10, save 10% off, and meet us there. Nez GTO, Ringwalk Danny, the Boxing Voice on all forms of social media, the Boxing Voice wherever podcasts can be found. Catch us tomorrow for a very live and exclusive show, live from Glendale, inside of the Desert Diamond Arena from the AZ Blue Club. We'll see you then. Adios.